Um, Welcome to my Castos review. In this Castos review, I'll be sharing with you practically everything you need to know about this podcast platform. That is, you get to say absolutely everything you need to know about Castos, as for you to know whether this is a great podcast hosting platform or whether it's just another one that you need to avoid completely. You get to know in this Castos review. So it's important for you to ensure that you go with me in the course of this Castos review. So in Castos review, I'm talking about what Castos is all about. That is what they stand for, what they've got in stock for you, and what you are most likely to benefit from using Castos. Most importantly, what they've got in stock for you. You also get to see the pros and the cons of using Castos. You get to see the interesting side and as well as the bad side of using Castos. As for everything that has a good side, if you observe very carefully, there's always a bad side to it as well. So I'm going to share with you the interesting side of using Castos and as well as the bad side. So I'm also going to show you the pricing plans, as they've got different pricing plans across across all of their packages. They've got different packages, and each of them has their own significance and peculiarities. So I'll be talking about in the course of this Castos review. So it's very, very important for you to ensure that you keep to the end of this Castos review, so you miss the most important information you need to have about it. You also get to hear from what other active users of Castos, that is existing active users of Castos, what they are currently saying about this podcast platform. It does not necessarily have to be what I say alone. You have the opportunity to hear from other active users out there and hear from their own opinion of what Castos is to them. And to the final part, which is the most important part of this Castos review, this is exactly where you get to know whether Castos is actually a great podcast platform that is worth spending your money on, or whether it's just another one that you need to run away from. You get to see. So let's go. So what is Castos? Castos is actually a podcast hosting platform that allows you to create your podcast and publish it to your audience across different podcast platforms. And it also allows you to it helps you host your content and helps you distribute them as well, so you can see what we have on their own page. Grow your audience and monetize your content. Experience the easiest way to start a podcast for your brand. So basically, it's a podcasting tool that allows you to propagate your content to your audience, whether you want to make it a public one or you want to privatize it and monetize it. So it's actually a platform that allows you to do all of that. So basically, it's a podcast platform that allows you to post and distribute your content. So basically, that's that on that. So if you are into podcast and you're looking for a platform that can actually help you grow your content and grow your audience, Castos can actually be instrumental in the course of that. So now let's go. So what are the interesting side of using Castos? The first thing I have here is the fact that with Castos, you can easily host multiple podcasts on the same account or at the same time. That is, you'll be able to host multiple podcasts. That is, you are not limited to the number of podcasts that you can create, and each of them will have their own individual analytics as well. So you'll be able to create multiple podcasts on the same account. So another interesting thing about Castos is the fact that you can easily password protect your content to control access. That is, let's say you want to create a kind of private podcast where you want to train certain number of people. Maybe you're trying to impact a particular knowledge to a certain number of people, and you want to control access to your content. You can easily password protect your content, so you'll be able to control the accessibility of your content. So it's only those who have the password that can actually have access to that content. So you can privatize your podcast with that. And interestingly, with Castos, it allows you publish your podcast episodes and distribute them to other podcast platforms out there, the likes of Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, Tunnel, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and many others. Within a click of a button, you'll be able to do that as well. And interestingly, with Castos, it allows you get a website. It allows you get a website for your podcast episode. That is, for every episode, you have a web page where you can even personalize to your own domain, so as to create that impression of quality and someone that's really into business to your audience. So for every of your podcast, for every of your episodes, you can easily get a website for them, all with Castos, and this would definitely enhance your perception in the mind of your audience, and also Castos also offer free migration from your existing podcast tools. That is, if you've been elsewhere before and you want to move down to Castos, they help you get that done within a few clicks. And all of these will also include your existing content in the other podcast hosting platform that you've been. They help you bring everything down to theirs, so making it seamless for you. And interestingly, they've got a great customer support. One thing I keep saying and I won't stop saying is this: I will never use any tool or any platform that does not offer great customer support, because any new tool, any new platform that you are introduced to, there's a tendency that you may experience one or two issues, or you may have one or two problems in the course of using it, and if the customer support is not there to help you out, then in that case it's not worth it. Because in the case of Castos, they've got great customer support across all their communication channels. They are always willing to help you and help you solve your problem when the need arises. And also with Castos, you can easily create unlimited episodes, as you are not capped, and it as well provides great analytics. That is, you can easily get a full analytics of about your content across all platforms where they are. Then you can be able to make informed decision about what you should continue doing and what you should stop doing. Now let's go to the bad side. For me, the only thing I can say about Castos is the fact that it can actually be better than the way it is, because for everything that appears to be perfect, it can always be better. For me, perfection is an illusion. So Castos can actually be better. They can make it better than the way it is at the moment. They can improve upon it. So now let's go to the pricing plan. Castos has got different pricing plans. They've got the starter plan, they've got the growth plan, and they've got the pro plan. But of all their plans, the barest minimum you can ever get started with, as at the time of making this Castos review, is the starter plan that goes for $19 per month. That's the barest minimum you can ever get started with. And each of these plans has their own capabilities as to what they can do, as to their strength, as to the level at which they can go. That's why it's very, very important for you to see the one that will be most suitable for you, or the one that will suit your own business size and intentions the best. That's why it's very, very important for you to click on the link right in this video description now. Then you'll be able to see the full pricing for the various packages, the offers and discount that comes with each of them. Most importantly, their capabilities. Like I said, this is the barest minimum you can ever get started with, as at the time of making this review, it's around $19 per month for the starter plan, and each of these plans has their own strength and to their own unique capacity. That's why it's very, very important for you to see the one that will be most suitable for you, or the one that will suit your own business size the best, or the one that will suit your own business purpose the best. That's why it's very, very important for you to click on the link right in this video description. Then you'll be able to see the one that will be most suitable for you. You get to see the full pricing, you get to see their offers and discount, and most importantly, their capabilities. Now let's get to hear from other active Castos user out there. This is a user. This person said Castos is awesome. When he was asked what he likes best about Castos, he said it's so easy to use. I love that I'm not limited to just voice. I can do video as well. I can also post as many as I have the time to post. Castos has a team that makes the process seamless. When he was asked what he disliked about Castos, he said nothing. He said these people are rock stars in my book. Now this is another user. This person said ease of use and great service. When he was asked what he likes best about Castos, he said he loves the ease of use and great customer service are my favorite thing about Castos. I love the options to have folks produce or edit your podcast for you too. I haven't used any other podcast hosting platform, but I can see myself. I can't see myself ever leaving Castos. When he was asked what he likes about Castos, he said a lot of email. What he disliked about Castos, he said a lot of emails come through from their marketing team, but I don't think there is anything wrong with the actual product itself. This person does not want to be marketed, so that's that on that. Now let's go to what I personally feel about Castos. In my own opinion, I would say Castos as a podcast tool, as a podcast platform, they've actually got a great podcast tool platform. Sorry, that is reasonably easy to use, and Castos is highly efficient for hosting and promoting your content. More so, it's very highly efficient in distributing your content across all major podcast platforms, and it also allows you to reach more audience, which will definitely increase your visibility, and it also allows you to control your content as well. You can privatize, you can monetize, and you can also publicize your content, and it's going to get you the best out of your effort by exponentially enhancing your content engagement, its visibility, and as well as impact. That is, which is the most important thing, and as such, it's going to help you turn your business around. You'll be able to, get more visibility, make more money from your your content, and also it's also crowned by amazing customer support. Like I said, I love customer support so much. And they also have a 14-day free trial where you can test it out and see what it looks like. If you love it, you can keep using it. If you don't, you can decide to discontinue. So there's no risk involved trying out Castos yourself. With Castos, I will say again, Castos is actually worth it because they serve the primary function of a meaningful podcast host out there. So with what I've said, if you think Castos is something you want to give a try, you want to test it out, you want to see how it can actually help you get your podcast on the go, get it on fly, you can easily click on the special link right in this video description. Once you click on that special link, you'll be able to get started with Castos at a very unusual discounted price that you're not going to find elsewhere. That is to enjoy all of what Castos has put in place for you. There is a special link right in this video description. Once you click on that special link, you'll be able to get started with Castos at a very unusual discounted price that you're not going to find elsewhere. On that note, I want to thanks for watching my Castos review. If you found any value in this video, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any question as regards Castos, you can make use of the comment box below to ask your questions. I'm going to look into it and see if something I can answer. And once again, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel to keep enjoying similar videos like this on other helpful tools that I can take your business to the next level. On that note, I want to say again, thanks for watching my Castos review. Bye for now.